production.
Tippy top of the AM, man. What's going on, man? We are the Orange Juice and the Blunt for Breakfast Morning Show, aka the digital newspaper, fellas. Top of it, Bo.
Shit, man. Big chillin', slow motion in the big old ocean, man. Top of the morning to you.
Come on now. How your morning starting out, man?
You know, we're at full on war, so I woke up just, you know what I'm saying, guns a-blazing. You know what I mean? I hate everyone in that league. All of them. You cool. Everyone else, though. Yeah. Now shout out to the Kumite. It's a bloody war, and it's only the draft. I fucking absolutely love it. This is what it's about. And you know, just like we said in the offseason, we was gonna, you know, have these dynasty startups that cruise us into redraft season, and man, we're just going, you know, executing the plan, and everything's moving along swimmingly.
100%. And like Big Bro said about, we are in a startup right now, 100%. But we do have a 32-man team league that we are trying to fill 100%. So you know what I mean.
And we're about halfway filled.
100%. So if you do want in on a 32-man war, let us know. Tap in with me, tap in with Bo, tap in with Ear to the Streets, Peacock, Spencer the Guru, wherever you watching this at, whoever you know you done found us on this, tap in with us, man. We're gonna get your ass up in there 100%. Pause on my mama. I forgot to do this.
Juice in the blunt for breakfast while I read the paper.
We are the digital newspaper, 100%. Man, let the people know where they can find you at, Big Bro.
Man, you already know you can find me on the Gen Wealth Net on YouTube. You can find me on the gram, Gen Wealth Net _, all one word. And anywhere you consume your music, man, Bogard, scot-free. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, things of that nature.
Give me money, man, 100%.
Yeah, give me money.
Come on now. And for our main man, Slim, y'all know what time it is. Boogie Vision 45 on Instagram. From a fan's perspective on YouTube, y'all know what time it is. He's a digital newspaper fella, 100%, man. So make sure y'all go slide over to his shit. Help run his shit.
Man.
Shout out to Slim, man. Brooklyn, stand the fuck up, man, 100%. Let's run through the chat, and then we'll play the message from our sponsor, and then we'll just get into the show. We got Johnny in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
What's happening, Johnny?
Come on now. We got King D in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
What's happening, King D? LBC, stand up.
California in the motherfucking building. We got Ear to the Streets in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
The ear.
We got the motherfucking none only then. Get in the building, the Neon Peacock himself. Top of the, hey, he said afternoon, gents. Off top.
Neon Peacock, he is killing it again with the crazy run game. And he went mad here. He went hero receiver. So it's like, what a way to dress up CeeDee Lamb with like 5 straight nasty running backs. Or is it 4? I don't know. He's killing it over there.
Peacock said, he said your son AJ was asking about leagues. He want to get into a new league.
Yep. Yeah,
shout out my nephew AJ, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my son, my son AJ. You know what I'm saying? I spoke with him I want to say maybe a month ago, because whenever we were filling up, because every one this offseason I've been circling back around, and I told him, I said, "Oh, you'll come back around. We'll be waiting." Yeah, man. So that's awesome. I'm gonna put AJ on the list because we're about halfway through it. I know Johnny Minton said he wanted to get in. But he's calling out names. He said, "I want Kidda." I said, "Okay." So it's like I got Kidda, Johnny Mittens. So I got to run that by Johnny Mittens now because I know we got confirmation from Kidda, and then I know Bakes is in there. Ghost. Now Sun, right? Me. Candlestick, just because Candlestick is just always about it. You know what I mean? I'm starting one. Yeah, I'm in.
Not about it.
He's bad about it.
Got it.
I mean, so we already got like 7. So sooner than later, yeah, we'll probably launch that one next week. So that's another one, y'all. If y'all interested, this will be the last Dynasty train. That might be the name, the Dynasty train. Either way, this be the last one of this off season, and yeah, this will be the 6th one that we launched this off season. Straight Savageries is one of the more. If you want to, I'm proud to say this is what you would call like an advanced league. I don't like saying that, sounds pretentious, but it really is. This is not for the faint of heart. You know what I mean? Yes.
Oh, my mama. We got Minnesota Den in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
Oh, it's Denny now. I see you, Denny. Just killing me in the draft. God, my Stafford.
In the building, top of the morning, Ghost Monkey.
What's that, Ghost? No, but real talk. Shout out to my man, Denny. I like what you doing over there.
Lunch. Okay, I see you, Lee. Talk about it. Nah, I ain't picked yet, Crook, but we got the Crooked Commission in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
What's up, Crook?
Peacock said 20% off everything ends in a few hours. Curating some old designs with front crest images and front and back options. Come on now. Big bro, stay cooking shit up, man. 100%. NeonPeacockMerch.com. When we slide through the rest of these comments, we will play a message from our sponsor and then get into the topics. 100%. We got our boy. He's on fire. Brandon in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Brandon? He's flaming them up out there.
Yeah, hey, he stays on par with his isms because he said Aaron Rodgers is the new Pope. The black smoke is not coming out the thing no more.
Oh shit! He's anointed. Did we get that? We got the handshake agrees. So it's like, I'm sorry, Mike Tomlin, I can't play for the Steelers. I am the Pope now.
I am the Pope. Come on now, 100%. Peacock said also working on an NFL Jam designs for all remaining teams this week, trying to include new rookies. Look, bro, big bro in that motherfucker.
Cooking, bro. 100%. And for those that are wondering what our NBA Jam inspired football tees are about, it's the old big head joints. Those are fresh as fuck. So, man, check out. We got nothing but that fly. One of one. And the only place you can get is at Neon Peacock Merch.
Facts on my mama. Johnny said, "Yeah, I need to get in the league with Kidda. None of our leagues together survived. It was the purge on my mama. 100%. You know what I mean? Hey, in order for shit to change and for shit to shift, sometimes that shit we do gotta purge. And the gen wealth is purging through these YouTube fantasy football streets.
Let's go. 100%. It's a flood, baby. In every old piece of text of literature and goddamn scriptures, there's in all cultures all around the world since the dawn of man, or at least this iteration of man, they talk about the great flood, and that was that purge, that first big purge.
It's a done deal now, man. Now it's history, 100%. On my mama.
I am Noah. No, you know what? I'm Metatron. That's right. I am Metatron.
Hey, album coming soon?
Yeah.
Now
do your Googles. Metatron was actually Enoch, who was the grandfather of Noah. They told God took him up into the mothership, in the heavens, and he said, "Hey, bro, about to flood this joint, right? So we're gonna go ahead. You're gonna have this grandson, and he's gonna be that dude, bro. A whole ark. You feel me? A whole ark's gonna be named after him.
Come on now. Oh my mama.
Let's go. It happened.
We got a Atlanta representative in the building. West Side Disc. What's up, gang?
West Side in the building.
30 Birds, stand the motherfucker up, man. 100%. Cricket said, "I told you."
Who was from the West Side? My bad to cut you off. Was that T.I. from Bankhead? Is that the West Side?
You got T.I. You got Shawty Low. You got
there you go. Shawty Low is my shit. Rest in peace.
I want to say 21 is from the West.
No, he from East Atlanta. I think he's from the East. Cities.
Oh, okay. He from where Gucci.
He's from the same thing like Gucci and them. I might be wrong about that though, but yeah.
It's all good. Brandon said just in Devontae Adams has been traded to the Vatican.
Damn.
Hey, my dog be keeping this bitch lit, man. Oh my mama.
Hey, you know what's hella funny? Devontae Adams, when he went to the Raiders. They just said, "Oh, you looking forward to reuniting with your guy Derek Carr?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to doing our Bible study." And I was like, "Oh, they're real serious though." Like him and Derek Carr, they do like a couple nights a week Bible studies. I'm like, okay, look at that. Because it's only the best-selling book of all time.
Come on now. Johnny said Atlantis got up its own butt, and the guy running the simulation had to hit the big red button. Oh my mama.
Yep.
Start on.
I am an Atlantean. You know what? I'm an Anunnaki. Fuck it.
Westside says scientists found unopened calms on the top of the Mount Everest when Calm died, they opened up. So for them to be closed and fossilized, it indicates that the water has reached the level at the top of Mount Everest. That's a lot of money.
So they call there's the his name is Randall Carlson. I've seen him a bunch on Rogan. He did like a geo specialist, geological. Anyways, they call it the Younger Dryas theory. Is when we got impacted at one point, and then you know what I'm saying, and the proof of this theory is that like when the water gets, when you get the impact, that motherfucking water walls is like 1,000 feet in the air, and then that water's just rushing. And so like we see water erosion and shit like that as high as like mountains of Mount Everest and shit like that is what he
Facts. No, 100%. I mean, shit. On the motherfucking Sphinx and the tombs, water erosion, and it ain't no water to be found.
See, and that what that supports? That supports the theory that we had a polar shift at one point, and like, and the theory behind all the pyramids and all this shit is that this is the network. You know what I mean? This is like Stargates, all this shit, free energy, Wi-Fi, everything under the sun you can imagine. And then somebody went up in there and fucked up the pyramids of Giza on purpose. Like they just fucked the whole. Because imagine if this is like all in tuned. And it's in tune to Mother Earth and all the energies. And the moment you fuck that up, it's just like, all right, you're on your own now. Because then we lost the knowledge now of how to operate this shit. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers that built the pyramids, they was way before any of us. We came around like, all right, what are we gonna do with this shit? You know what I mean? But that could have created a polar shift, so that means like, in a place like Egypt before was lush with rainforests and all kind of shit, jungles and shit. You know what I mean? But the Sphinx is proof because they had water erosion shit.
100%. Them
so
facts.
They say it can't be only 2,000 old or 3,000 old. It's got to be far beyond that. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got the young bull J Love in the building. He said, "How y'all boys doing, man?"
What's up, Jordan Love? J Love in the building.
Come on, man.
I love J Love. That's
Come
our
on,
guy.
Man. Hey, it's good to see you pulling up around this bitch, big bro. It's good to be in the motherfucking league with you, man. 100%. Long time no see, dog.
You feel me?
Mama.
Appreciate you pulling up.
Them is facts. And then Minnesota Den said, JD, you got the tweaker raccoon in the lineup today.
Did you get that video?
Huh?
There's a video. There's a video of a lady getting pulled, and then they hemming her up. And when they go to search the car, she has a pet raccoon in there, and the raccoon's smoking the piezo. Like legit.
He likes to relax.
The raccoon was on the titi.
He likes to relax. It's okay. He likes to take over. He takes after his owner. Oh my mother.
Whoa. Yeah, for sure. But everything. The cops were dying, though. They were dying. Like, look at him. Look at him. He's trying to smoke it.
J Love said, not so young no more, 21 and counting. My dog could buy a drink now. Let's get it. Johnny said,
drink responsibly.
100%. Johnny said, text you a link to one of my favorite Anunnaki episodes.
Okay, appreciate it. I love watching Anunnaki everything.
And J Love said, always fun busting some of y'all asses. Pause. Always click yes in the invite tab. Love the way the draft is playing out for me so far. Let's get it, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I absolutely hate my draft so far. That means I'm gonna do great.
Let's go ahead and play a message from our sponsor, and then we'll go ahead and kick off the first topic, y'all.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
Be right back.
20% off.
100%. NeonPeacockMerch.com. We got the sale kicking off right now. 20% off everything. You know what I mean? T-shirts, hats, mugs, jackets, stickers, and more. Man, make sure you go slide over to the motherfucking website. Enter your shit, man. Get locked in. Run your card up. 100%.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. NeonPeacockMerch.com, man. Get you some fresh GWN drip. Get you some Simpsons inspired GWN drip. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody that's going to Vegas with us. Man, be sure to get you a Vegas the Vegas vacation T-shirt. You know what I mean? That'd be dope. We get everybody rocking one day on some fucking Sadie's Hawkins shit on, and then we'll remind everyone that sees us we are grown men. Yes.
Yeah, so I do got the Peacock got the Vegas Simpsons thumbnail up for us, and so everybody that's watching, this is what Bogey talking about right here, 100%. And you can get your own
badass.
And you can get your own Simpsons inspired character, but you got to go slide over to the Instagram, Miles Peacock 24, DM Big Bruh, pause, and get in there, and you know what I mean? He gonna cook something up for you, 100%.
Oh, I just realized 24 because that was like he said that was like his jersey number for a long time out.
Let's get it, bro. First topic of the day is gonna be some weird shit about your cell phone.
Oh no.
Let's get into it. Share screen.
That's a weird shit.
Some weird shit about your phone, bro.
I'm on my phone right now. I'm never not on my phone.
I ever wonder how your iPhone always seems to know what you're thinking or how you receive ads for products? Were you just speaking about these things to your friends and family and then they pop up? Well, your phone could be listening to you. Luckily, the cyber guy, Kurt Knudsen, is here with us today to let you know how to find out which apps on your phone are listening to you and how you can turn that setting off. It's great to see you, Kurt. Help us, Jackie, understand this process. As somebody once told me that worked at one of these social media companies that Facebook, for example, wasn't listening to you, but what it did do is know the proximity that you were within friends of yours. So if your friend likes Lululemon and you're standing right next to them, that could be how those ads start popping up on your phone. Tell me what's really going on here.
Very true. You're right about location monitoring and tracking as well. What do you have, an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
iPhone. Grab it right now. I'm going to show you how easy this is. But first, let me just tell you the problem here. I counted 26 apps on my phone that do not need to be listening to what I'm doing. I was shocked myself. I update this stuff and I think I'm locked down on private. Beyond using a smartphone assistant like Siri on this, I really didn't think it was that open. But make matters worse, when you get new software, sometimes it resets, or you download a new app, you didn't even realize, you just said, yeah, it's okay, you listen to my microphone.
Yes.
So what do you do about all this? It is so easy.
Settings.
So open up right now. Let's go. Exactly. Go to settings. You're going to scroll way on down to privacy and security. And then you'll scroll a bit more down and you're going to find microphone. Now, green means that they have access to your mic. If it's gray, no access. So whatever you see
right
on
now
that
have
list,
access to me. Gmail, Instagram.
I had
Uber.
I don't need Gmail
X.
to have my microphone. I didn't need Uber to have that. I didn't need X to have that. I had a calculator that I downloaded. I mean, like what seems like last century, and it had access to my microphone. And then you go, oh, when are they accessing this? What are you doing? Well, one pro tip here is if you ever notice on the tip top of your iPhone, a little tiny orange dot appear, that means something is accessing your microphone. So if you're not on a call or you're not on FaceTime or you're not using an app where you're actively talking through it, I would say you better check this list and say what's going on. Also, if your phone ever has malware, which they do, even iPhones, scammers are listening to you, period.
Yeah.
So how do you get rid of them? You just constantly look at this list, you remove them. If you got an Android, the instructions for that are also very, very similar.
Really important stuff, Kurt. People have to try to protect themselves as best as possible. Kurt Knudsen, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Growing up, I was a little slower.
So this is crazy because if you're listening to me now, them, whoever they are, give me money.
Give me money on my mama.
Give me money.
But now we know why. When, like they said, them ads pop up on your shit and you was just talking about certain shit though. That's police ass shit though, bro. Why does the calculator need a microphone?
It'd be really specific too. I'd be like, damn, pineapple pizza with bacon on it sounds hella good. And this motherfucking ad comes up.
Come on now.
Maui Zowie at Round Table.
At Round Table. Oh, everything.
I got to go. The device in my hand told me.
That shit is crazy, bro. 100%. So why
give me money? Damn, okay, so run this back. So we gotta go in the settings because I probably have like a bazillion of them listening to me.
Miss facts. 100%. Look, Peacock said he just checked his settings as well. 100%, bro. That shit is crazy. You know what I mean? And for you to be next to a person, if I open up TikTok and I get to sliding through that shit, that location shit also goes to your shit. You know what I mean? These motherfucking phones, bruh. I know we can't live without these motherfuckers, but damn, you know what I mean? And bruh said something about malware. Now, if you got malware, which even though if you got a iPhone, it still can happen. Now, like when you download certain apps, especially if they not reputable apps, the app that you might download, that motherfucker might, like they said, be hackers, and them motherfuckers is listening to your ass because you don't know nothing about your motherfucking microphone being on. Excuse me.
If you ever come around my house, I have a lot of guns.
Talk about it.
I'm just kidding.
Don't come around here playing.
Just in case they're listening.
Don't come around here playing on
everything. Don't come around here playing. Oh, but unless you have my money. And Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, this shit, man.
And pineapple pepperoni bacon pieces.
100%. Yeah, you definitely. When the episode is over, where we definitely got to go through our phones, bruh, and see what the fuck is going on. Because I'm definitely gonna see how many apps is using. They said Instagram, or the broad said, oh, excuse my language. The lady said Instagram, Gmail, and some other stuff. You know what I mean? 100%, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, we definitely got to be careful
too, bro.
100%. We definitely got to be careful.
When the motherfuckers start calling me on Instagram, I'm like, the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't answer the Instagram calls. I don't answer the Instagram calls or the Facebook Messenger calls.
The first and only time I picked up, because I seen it was my man's though. But he had just got out. He didn't have a phone, but he just dropped on his Instagram, and because people were saying you could call people on Instagram. I was like,
yep, you sure the hell can.
And I did not want to talk on there at all. I was super uncomfortable. Hey, just pull up, bro. I'm still in the same spot. I was like,
keeping it hella short.
Yeah, like the fuck, call me on no gram, bro. People's is on there.
Nah, facts. And that's the thing. Like that's how I feel about this microphone ass shit. It's like it's police ass shit. You know what I mean? 100%. You know, ever since 9/11, they passed that they passed that act to where it's damn near open season on watching what the fuck you doing. 100%.
You know what? If they want, all right, feast your eyes. You watching me even when I'm taking a dump, even when I'm, making sweet gorilla love to my lady.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? That's what you're telling me. I don't like that.
Oh, we got Bakes in the building. Top of the morning, Bakes.
Top of the morning, Bakes.
California, stand the fuck up. Johnny said, okay, so the only app I found that's listening to me that shouldn't be is Sleeper. Wow.
Whoa.
And Sleeper, and so the shit with Sleeper is, right? So say like when we did say like if it's a redraft league, right? And we drafting all right there, right then and there. You can go into the draft and all of us can talk to each other while we're drafting on Sleeper.
You're on the clock, man.
Oh my mama, as long as you're in the draft, we all can be in the same thing. So all 12 league mates can be taught. I've done it before. 100%.
I would put everyone on mute. I would actually be the first one to be like, we're not even voting on this. We're not doing that.
Hey, Minnesota Den, hey, he just dropped some fire right now. He said, oh, wait, Instagram is an app. I thought it was a drug. Oh, my mama, facts, big bro.
Hey, I remember Jay had a bar when Instagram was first popping. He said, man, when I was talking Instagram, we went in to getting our picture snapped.
Oh, my mama.
That's
ill. Facts.
Because Instagram really did fuck me up with full Facebook first. MySpace was different because we were just like, we're taking pictures, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Album cover shit, you know what I mean? Like, that was like, it was all promo shit. Then it was Facebook. It's like, oh, we just posting pictures of our lives all the time? Just like that? Like, that shit tripped me out. Or just even like getting used to people pulling a camera all the time. Like, hey, bro, what the fuck are you filming for, bro? You know what I mean? We got all kind of activity going on.
Nah, 100%. Yeah, when Instagram dropped,
that was crazy.
Instagram dropped, it took over shit. Oh my!
You know what's fucked up? If there's an accident on the road and it's a crazy one, and people are driving up on it, they don't pull their phone out to call 911. They pull their phone to film that shit.
100%. Facts.
It's a cold world. It's just this is how people are wired now. You know? And they're listening.
I remember when Instagram first dropped the videos. Everybody was going crazy when the motherfucking that feature first came about because it was just the pictures. 100%. Once they had the video capability, motherfuckers started going crazy over Instagram.
Yeah, they gave us 13. We had like 13 seconds at first. It was going in.
Yeah, that shit was cold, bro. Bogey TMI Lee said, your lady is gonna kill you for that one.
She's gonna kill them for watching.
Cricket said, JD, wait till after the show to pick or working on a trade. You know what I mean? I'm keeping my options open right now. It ain't no rush, you know what I mean? 100%. I still got some time on the clock. I just got on the clock maybe about an hour ago on everything. You feel free to send the offer if you want to get back into this round because you just picked before me, a couple picks before me. So yeah, feel free to send the offer if you want to try and shake shit up. 100%.
I kind of want one of those picks.
Bake said, back in the day when I had Instagram, it was only food pics and photos of my American pit bull Kano. I miss my boy 100%. Shout out to Kano, man.
Kano, like from Mortal Kombat, Kano. It's badass.
Peacock said, I still got 15 hours left to pick. More than a half a day. Oh, my mama. It's a slow draft.
Yeah, you could wait it down, make the pick, and then the clock starts again on your other one.
Oh, my mama.
Like, we're going to put the slow draft right now.
Nah, I'm going to cook my shit up. It's still some players in my queue. I don't believe in the queue curse 100%. You know, that's why I flood my shit. I be flooding my queue, but I put the players that I want at the top. That way, if the motherfuckers do get picked, it is some more certain value around that area that I want. But at first, I'll go through to see the remaining of players that's not on my queue to see what the how Sleeper be ranking their own shit to see what's left as well.
I actually listen. This is real shit. Yesterday, I put like 30-something motherfuckers on my queue that I was like, okay. Please, everyone, take them. You know what I mean?
The reverse jinx.
Yes, and Caleb Johnson actually fell to me. I was like, all right, I got one of them. Because I was like, all right, I'm back on to like 18 picks. Let's put like 20-something motherfuckers on there.
Come on now.
Caleb Johnson feel there. There's still some of those motherfuckers too that I passed on again, and I'm like, okay, when you get to certain junctures, like I'm on a bookend, kind of, you know what I mean? So it'd be like, all right, if I don't take this motherfucker here, I gotta kiss him goodbye, you know what I mean? Pause. So like, yeah, there's a bunch of players that was kind of tough to pass on, and I did the uncharacteristic third QB young guy because I hate JJ for some reason. He better be good.
Yeah, when you're definitely at the beginning of the draft, first 3 or last 3, you definitely have to reach on certain picks because 9 times out of 10, that player is not going to come back. So you might have to pay a round up 100%. Or that motherfucker gonna go at where you pick at. If you don't pick him, he might go to he might go at the beginning in the middle of the round or something like that. And it's really gonna hurt your feelings for not getting that motherfucker right there when you thought about getting him.
I mean, like you're at the one spot though. You definitely have been smashing some of that lovely value that felt like that Saquon all the way to the what was it, the 212? That's nasty for what that's worth. You know what I mean?
Come on
was
now.
It the 212? Or was it the 3? No, it was the 312. Saquon at the 312 was nasty.
Oh yeah, because of the reversal.
Yeah.
Because it was the reversal on everything. Johnny said relaxing is for girls. Pick now.
And you could have definitely would have like just took Saquon at the 4-1 just to make it look like, bro, I got him in the 4th, bro. Like, because that's damn there, you know what I mean? Like, it's great value, at least, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, but if you if there are some players, like, there's a ton of value that fell to you right here that I'm hoping that you miss on. Just let them fall to me.
I got the yaya.
JD's gonna make the list.
You got anything going out on your cell phone listening to you?
I think if we said enough, they're listening.
There it is, there.
100%.
Hey,
you said too much.
Right. Make sure everybody make sure you do the sweep on your phone. Go clean that shit up. And then remember what bruh said. When you do the update for your software, it can revert that shit back. So just keep that in mind 100%.
So we just go to the microphone and then check turn all the green ones to gray or whatever you said.
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah. The microphone setting.
Let's get into this next one right here. There's gonna be some California shit right here, man. 100%.
Yeah, man.
My understanding is you can't even buy
Congress.
Now, Congressman, my understanding is you can't even buy a gas-powered lawnmower, a new one, there in California, along with a lot of other gas-powered things. They've kind of gone off to the nutty side, but what else can be done to rein them back into reality?
My gosh, they add things every year. You know, it's what can we ban next? They came for the cars, then the trucks, then the buses, then they came for the trains, even though there are no non-electric train alternatives that exist at this point. And then they came for the lawnmowers and the leaf blowers. So the good news is we are rolling all of that back. Some of the waivers that were sought were immediately withdrawn. Others were undoing through this process known as the Congressional Review Act. And it's one of many ways that we're pushing back against the likes of Gavin Newsom or Ms. James, for that matter, because if you look at states like California and like New York, you see a massive shift in voter sentiment. They're voting for changes like people overwhelmingly favor this resolution to get rid of the gas car ban. In the last elections in New York and California, you saw significant movement towards the Republican side. In California,
there it is there. Okay, I cut it off just a little bit early. He was going to break down how many Democrats came over to vote with the Republicans about taking away this mandate for the EVs. 100%. So give me your thoughts, bro.
I mean, you know, it definitely trickles down from every level, from the top to the bottom, right? When it came to the electrical stuff, I mean, even in your business, you felt it. Well, how long has it been? Was that like a year ago, 2 years
like
ago?
2 years, I want to say it's been since they banned that shit. Okay, at least a year for sure.
Gas-powered woo-wops is all environmental safe EV shit. You know what I mean? Hold on one sec. I gotta take the little one to the potty.
Yeah, it's all good. So this shit, my take on it is, right, Gavin Newsom got a little bit too ambitious about the EV shit because of all the fucking damn, Damn, it's at the bottom of well, I can't think right now. Please forgive me. The shit that they need to make the batteries, lithium. So they got lithium at the bottom of at the Salton Sea, which is kind of not too far from the California and Mexico border on my mama. And see, it's a lot of lithium in these things, right? But see, it's gonna take a lot for them to bring the lithium out and filter the shit and make the shit for the batteries, and we still a little bit long way from there. But they estimate that to be the biggest lithium mine in the world. So with Newsom finding that shit out, he got a little bit too eager to go ahead and put that mandate on there. And our man Slim, he always say it's like it's not enough infrastructure for the EV movement, especially for it to be mandated by a certain time in the future. You know what I mean? I think here in California, Newsom, his plan was by 2040, no more gas cars on the road, 100%. You know what I mean? So like that's 16 years, 14 years or 15 years away. Excuse me. So it's like, bro, that shit ain't gonna happen. 100%. And then like Bogey said, in my situation with the business that I do own, it's like, how you gonna mandate something and then can't buy the shit that you already got when it's already, X'd out? So you're making sure, you got to make sure that companies have enough capital to go ahead and revamp their whole infrastructure as well, bro. And then like with the motherfucking charging and shit, like in my situation, if you go for 8 hours a day, you know what I mean, them batteries ain't gonna last for 8 hours a day. So you got to do all types of shit. And then like with the cars and all that, like, bro, you forcing motherfuckers' hands. 100%.
Yeah, bro. Like it is a trip because as soon as they passed it, we'd be sitting here doing the Monday show and I'm watching the garbage get to, because my garbage day is Mondays. And then, one day it just switched where I'm seeing these motherfuckers is electric now. I'm like, oh shit. First, it was just the recycling, like the recycling truck would come around. And I'm like, why is it different? And I'm like, oh, shit, it's electric.
Facts.
And that's a trip because, like, just seeing a giant, like, vehicle that's, like, I'm easily amused, though, too. So I'm like, whoa, it's electric. You know what I mean?
And so the thing, and so what's so cool about that is that your garbage people, that's an entity of a city. Mm-hmm. So it's local government, right? So with that being a local government in California, they got the mandate that they got to have so many motherfucking electric vehicles on the road, 100%, because I do the same shit myself. And I see it at my job, how they're trying to make the transition, especially with the equipment that we use, because we use the 2-cycle and the small engine equipment, you know what I mean? And they can't buy no more, but yet they gonna have to have the infrastructure, not only to hold the equipment, but to be able to charge the equipment and have us go out there and go use that shit, but also fit the trucks that we use to be able to charge that shit while we out in the field, unless we coming back and forth with the shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that it was just so eager to make this shit happen in a small amount of time.
Yeah, I was about to say, because 2 years in the larger scheme of things is still really fucking quick. You know what I mean? The larger scheme of things, say you're like, okay, this is something we're going to make happen over the course of 10 years. He tried to make it happen over the course of 2 years. Like this last 2 years. You know what I mean? Because that's when we started seeing all this shit pop up. You know what I mean? I didn't even know they had how long they been making the it's what's that in the state of Massachusetts too, right? They're one of them too.
Yeah, we did a story about that shit about the 18-wheelers.
Yeah, they started making all the truckers do that shit. They didn't even have the infrastructure in there yet. Like, and I mean, they really are forcing their hands. So now then there's the congressional, whatever the fuck they said to push back on some of these acts.
Yeah, so this senator right here, I think he's a California senator. He's been on proposing bills to get that shit wiped out. You know what I mean? And I guess they have been on the track of getting it wiped out 100%, or starting to redo some of the mandates that Newsom has set.
I mean, them oil companies, they got deep pockets.
Well, and so that's so funny. I'm glad you said that, because we got oil refineries closing in California. If King D is still in here, they closed one and down in SoCal. If it isn't closed down right now, it's about to be closing down here pretty soon, 100% and completely leaving. You know, come on now, bro. Facts.
It's like they're gonna fuck our economy. Like this is like what this kind of gonna fuck the economy up in California. You know what I mean? Like I mean, you already got people moving as fuck out, right? And then you got the forever shit that we're used to, but it's been a hyper influx of immigrants, right? Shout out to all my immigrants. You know what I mean? And then you got what is it? Now you got a lot of the tech companies leaving too, right? Maybe not necessarily leaving, but they're moving their main campuses out of Cali. You know what I mean? Out of the Bay, even. Like shit. So it's like it's kind of crazy how it's all happening because you know what I mean.
But California just went up to the fourth. If I'm not mistaken, just as of not too long ago, now they're recognized as the fourth biggest economy in the world. We've been the fifth for a long time.
California.
I want to say they moved up. I want to say they moved up a notch just not too long ago. 100%.
Oh, is it the Trump influx?
Now that I don't know, you know,
because a lot of people got rich real quick.
Yeah, then now that I don't know 100%, but
I wonder how that works. Because I'm like, we're from Cali, we need a piece of that.
Come on now,
fourth in the world, not even just the U.S. in the world. What? Give us the money. Oh, they're listening right now.
Oh my mama,
give me money.
Minnesota Den said, batteries die, electricity goes out, and fossil fuel never dies. I mean, Brandon said, because if they did, they wouldn't force everyone to commute into work every day to do a computer job, what they can do from home. Them is facts too, big bro. Peacock said, the government silenced Tesla. The dude, not Elon's stupid company, because he knew how to harness free energy using magnets and coils, and same as the ancient Egyptians in the pyramids. Talk about it. I was just
referencing that earlier. Because Tesla reverse engineered and was like, Eureka. And then they took all his patents away or prevented him from getting patents. I forget what they did. They made him out to be crazy. And then he went down as some like genius, but that had all this innovative shit that weren't recognized until way later. But like they campaigned him like he was in love with a bird, like an actual bird. Like he had a rooftop where he had all these bird cages and he was like in love. Yeah, he was out there.
Brandon said they don't like to be called garbage people. They prefer to be called congressman and woman. Oh my mama. Nancy Pelosi and all them motherfuckers that's rich. Boy, they say she know exactly what stocks to pick, boy. What up, Antonio? Gangrene in the building. Peacock said wireless electricity and it's free. They took all of Tesla's work/notes and locked it away instead of partnering with Thomas Edison for his light bulbs. 100%, man. The motherfuckers like same thing with the motherfucking health industry, bro. They know what some of this shit can be cured, or they can put a break to it 100% without using all this punk shit that they got on the market. Oh my mama. Money talks. They don't want to help people. They want to keep cash in their pockets. Facts. 100%, bro. Tesla got railroaded by Edison. He had a lab in Colorado, but there's nothing cool there anymore. Oh, wow. That's federal, bro. Oh, my mama. Let's, we're going to give Bog a second. We'll play a little intermission, because what I want Bog to see the beginning of this. My bad, y'all. So we'll take a little intermission real fast, and then we'll come right back.
One at once, baby. roots. Dash for the cash, stack in the blue. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams, so we have to pursue. Strapped with a tool. Feel the wrath of my crew. Clock switch when my buns itch. Beat off the hate, going hard in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. Please look to me. Bogard, Scott free. Luckily, I got the answer for you. See they trying like a sound. Look young, I got the password for you. Feeling like game. Smoke a backward with you, smoke a back with a two. Show you how to maintain, so you never go astray. I done lay down the path for you.
Yes, sir. Oh my mama. We got the visuals by none other than Neon Peacock, neonpeacockmerch.com. The motherfucking lyrics, our own motherfucking Bogard Scott Free, Rogues Gallery, 100%, man.
Appreciate you. My bad. I had to go get a little snack for the little one.
Let's get into the last. You got anything going out on that California shit?
I like what they're doing. Because I hear we're the 4th best economy in the world. Look at us. We're on the way up.
I love my state, but fuck this state.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But you know
all
what's
the
fucked
same
up?
why.
I was actually talking to Nelly yesterday. Like, I was like, the only other place I probably would live if I had to choose another country, it would be Canada. And he's like, why and where? And I said, well, it would be like Vancouver. Because I'm like, I feel like they would have everything I'm used to, right? McDonald's, right? Like, they might, they got pizza there. Hey, they got gravy on fries. Hey, what's,
And you next to Seattle, so you still on the West Coast. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But like, otherwise, I'm like, I don't, America, like if I had to live anywhere else in America, I still would always choose Cali. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we spoiled.
Yeah, we are
spoiled here, bro. 100%.
I
can't go nowhere. I gotta go somewhere.
I've been everywhere. It's awesome all across this motherfucker.
If I go somewhere, it's either gonna be Vegas, it's gonna be Arizona somewhere. I come fuck with Texas 100%, especially where Peacock at, because I ain't, great weather all the time. You know what I mean? I'm down with that in Florida. I'll go fuck with Florida 100%.
I think I wouldn't mind Texas.
Everything.
Yeah, and Nevada too. I wouldn't mind. I got a whole family in Vegas, so it's just kind of like a normal thing. Yeah, but shit.
Oh my mama.
Everybody come over here.
Peacock said, I figured out how to slow the clips down after I did this one. Oh my mama.
Sick.
Johnny said, I recommended Scooby-Doo for lip syncing. It was our favorite to mute to rap back in the day. Talk about it, big Brad. Oh my mama.
Okay, we're gonna duly note that.
Oh, I just watched a cartoon of Baller Blocking, but it was a parody and they was clowning the Cash Money dudes. That shit had me fucking crying last night, dog. Oh, I'm gonna send that shit to the motherfucking chat, bro.
Yeah, hey, cause remember that fool? What was the one they used to do? They used to do they would do Lil Wayne and then all the Young Money cats. Remember, it was like Drake and then Nicki Minaj. This was like back in like 2013 or whatever. But then they had the gold all on my grill, got gold all on my watch. Remember the Pop the Molly, I'm sweat. Woo! Remember that
everything.
Yeah, they had episodes about who they have episodes on Gucci Mane and what's his name? Rest in peace, OJ the Juice Man. But they were tearing them up, bro.
I think OJ's still alive.
Oh no, oh my bad. I'm thinking of bruh from the West Side. We just mentioned him earlier.
Oh, Shorty Low.
Shorty Low. Yeah, so OJ, okay. Oh yeah, OJ was just locked for a minute, huh?
Now that I don't know.
Okay.
It might have been on everything.
Whole thing, half thing, whole thing. Hey.
So everything. Aye.
Hit her with that.
Yeah, he got some slaps.
He do.
Oh my
Damn, for a long long time I thought he had died too. Good shit. Way to be alive. Let's go.
Peacock said, I'm right near the beach. Come on now, 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Right near the beach.
Oh, he did. I'm gonna come right back to that, Bakes. Johnny said OJ did die last year. Damn.
Oh, he did. Okay, so I did see that.
Wow, I didn't know that, bro.
Whole thing, half thing, quarter thing. Hey,
that shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
and we talked about
shit.
Scooter too. Scooter passed away. You know what I mean? That's part of their
that
shit.
was like fluky as crap.
Yeah,
All hell, man. That shit was crazy. Hitting the fence.
Everything. Bake said, "Don't go to Canada. They are socialistic policies and politics, especially now that Carney just got elected. Canada is more liberal than California." Oh shit.
Whoa. Okay. And you know what's funny? Now that I think about it, all the cool Canadians I know, they moved out to Cali. They're like, shout out to Nelly and shout out to my cousin Bruce.
Come on
You know
now.
what I mean? Yeah, my cousin Bruce, he always talks about, he's a white dude, but he's from Canada. And he always talks about how he's an immigrant like us. I was like, okay, technically you are. Because, you know, he came here illegally. So he was like, listen, I'm an immigrant just like you guys.
That's crazy.
Technically.
Yeah, he got the fuck up out of there. Fuck that.
I mean, shit. But see, when you're that kind of immigrant, you gotta walk right back and forth. They're not tripping. Welcome back, eh?
Hey, we missed you, eh?
Welcome back to Canada, eh?
Bakes.
That's fucked up. They don't even really talk like that.
Nah, they got that accent
Oh,
on everything. Nah, they got that accent on
okay.
everything.
I've been actually making fun of him like that for a while.
100%.
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't really like that.
Yeah, you could definitely tell their accent for sure. Cause you know, I watched that fucking Curse of Oak Island. 100%.
Oh, word, that's right, because it takes place
that's
up
up in
there,
Canada. And the brothers is from Michigan, and you can hear them even adopting some of the Canadian like type accent like type.
If you think
shit.
about it, right? The Canadians, they're able to make their way through all the lakes and everything and come down.
Oh,
so
yeah,
like,
for
even,
sure.
Like, you go down to like Chicago, even they got, you know, like Chicago, you know, all the what was it, Da Bears? Like that whole little premise was like the stereotypical Chicago accent, which is kind of has that little Canadian twang. Chicago.
Banks said now apparently there's a huge immigration of Muslim people that are trying to take over the government to adopt their religions and idealistic values. In Kenya,
they're trying to get Canada.
Yeah, see, in Canada, like, you know, they got a lot of people that come from Africa, from the Caribbean, from you know, probably from the Middle East. 100%. They got a lot of
Philippines. Philippines.
100%.
Vietnamese, they got a lot.
It's a big melting pot.
Vancouver, it got like one of the highest Vietnamese populations in the world. Like it's funny because San Jose's up there too, and like I think they like Orange County too, but like, and then Houston too. I heard, but yeah, but you know, as far as like outside of Vietnam itself, you know what I mean? Like they're concentrated in these areas, but Vancouver is one of them. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama, Johnny says 7-4.
7-4. I had a thick one. I had a thick Vietnamese one out of Houston. And I was like, oh, yeah, they really do. You just got to be in Houston, I guess. She was one. I was like, oh, that's how they make them down there. Even
that's that. Hey, that's that cornbread, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my
mama. You know what I mean? And closer to the equator. That's most of my theory.
Come on down.
Closer to the equator, bigger the booties.
Let's get it. Let's get into this last joint. This gonna be like a 4-minute video, but it's a damn good one, y'all. So let's see how inside the family operation got brought down. Oh wait, hold on, my bad.
All good.
I pressed the trigger too fast. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Come on, bro. We shooters.
Okay, here we go.
Think from a Shakespeare tragedy pitting a powerful Chicago mob boss against his son and his brother and taking down several other Chicago outfit leaders as collateral damage. Now, recently we talked to the son who started the case by typing out a secret letter from prison to the FBI. Can you believe it's been 20 years since this first made headlines?
No, I can't. I feel like it was a different life. Sometimes I feel it was like a nightmare, that it really didn't happen, that I'm just talking about some story.
Frank Calabrese Jr. was raised to be a mobster. His father, Frank Jr., ran the Chicago outfit's notorious Chinatown crew. And his uncle, Nick Calabrese, was a trusted mob soldier, responsible for at least 14 hits.
The difference between me and my uncle is as soon as he got in this life, he was ordered to kill. And once he was in, he could not get out.
In 1998, Frank Jr. was serving time with his father at the federal prison in Milan, Michigan, for illegal juice loans and racketeering.
I'll never sit up here and tell you I'm a victim. I did a lot of bad things in my life at one time that I'm embarrassed of today.
Calabrese says he wanted to turn his life around, but it became clear to him his father had other ideas.
And it came to the point where I realized he is never going to let me out of this, and he's never going to let control of me, and I have to do something. And the choices that I had were to wait till he gets on the street, finish this with him. He's good at killing. I'd probably either be dead or he's dead and I might be in jail. The other one was getting the government to help.
So Calabrese went to the prison library and typed out a letter to the FBI.
Typed out a rat.
Feel I have to help you keep this sick man locked up forever.
So I knew the day I did that letter that my life was going to change forever. I mean, it wasn't about prison, Dane. It was about me and my dad. And the hardest thing I ever did to this day is go against my own father.
That letter was extremely important to the organized crime squad.
Michael Maseth is a former Chicago FBI agent who was assigned to the organized crime unit in the late 90s.
There was a lot of excitement, but there was also a lot of secrecy associated with it.
Maseth was among the agents who set up top secret meetings with Frank Jr. at the Michigan prison, eventually giving him a recording device hidden inside a pair of Walkman headphones and setting up an undercover surveillance system in the prison's visiting area.
There were gang members there, all in the area, in the yard. And so had they seen that he was wearing a wire, it would have not gone very well for him.
But if he catches me, I'm dead. And if anybody else catches me in there, I'm dead.
In long conversations recorded in the prison yard, Frank Sr. opened up to his son about unsolved mob murders going back decades, including the assassination of mob hitman William Dauber and his wife in 1980, and the car bombing of businessman Michael Cagnoni.
The amount of information on those recordings was phenomenal. We were astounded at how Frank Calabrese would talk about the homicides that he was involved in. Just the amount of information that he was providing, the detail.
Around the same time, FBI agents approached Uncle Nick Calabrese, serving time inside another federal prison, with newly obtained DNA evidence from a bloody glove left at the scene of a mob hit on the Northwest Side years earlier. Calabrese had killed outfit enforcer John Feccarata, but hurt himself during a struggle for the gun. After initially clamming up,
Nick had had enough and realized that I'm not going to stand up for my brother. He's a horrible person, and I'm not doing it.
That's when my uncle started cooperating, and he was the one who really took down the whole mob.
Telling us about one murder after the next, and the members of organized crime that were involved in it. That's when we realized that we had to expand. Our investigation was going to expand 10, 20-fold.
Including the infamous execution of mob brothers Anthony and Michael Spilatro, whose bodies were found buried in an Indiana cornfield in 1986.
Nick Calabrese had quite a bit of insight about that because he said he was there.
Now, 20 years ago this month, the case exploded into the public with sweeping charges against not just Calabrese Sr., but the longtime leaders of several outfit street crews. Tomorrow, we'll revisit that dramatic trial, what happened to the key players, and we'll ask whether the Chicago outfit still has a pulse. Dane Placco.
Dang, that's crazy because you remember throughout the entirety of like the late 80s into the early 90s, they were sweeping through all the New York with the RICO, the new RICO laws, right? So they're sweeping through all the families through New York, all the Italian families, and then and they also created RICO for all the Chinatown gangs, because that was definitely mafia, organized crime. Period. You know what I mean? But damn, look at the Chicago outfit. They lasted all the way to the mid-90s, and it really, the feds will call that a break, right? Like in the case, the feds will call that a break when that guy the son decides to, like, all right, you know what I mean? Here we go. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna help y'all. And the mob calls that a rat, you know what I mean? And like, it's crazy because that's how serious the mob is, though. That he would have killed. The dad would have killed his own son for real. You know what I mean?
100%. If he wasn't going to continue to partake in it, you know what I mean? Only way you out of it is by death. Because in the ink dot, you know what I mean? It's still business as usual on my mama. Peacock said this one is a movie. Them is facts. And then Johnny said Indiana cornfield is hard. Like, you know, in all the mob movies we see motherfuckers getting buried in the cornfield. We seen Joe Pesci out there getting jiggy with it, his motherfucking self digging the hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, their big dogs were the Chicago outfit too.
Man, 100%, bro. They had to go check in and send that money back. 100%, like, bruh. And here it is now. We seeing shit come to, or it ain't coming to fruition, but it's just coming into us to a news story where the son also got Unc involved to rat too, though. 100%, and they got DNA on Unc, like the OJ glove. They found DNA on the OJ glove. That shit crazy.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
That shit crazy, bro. They didn't brought
and now
down
we got advanced DNA shit too. It's like, you know, before when you're talking DNA in the 80s, like I can't remember. I mean, I am a doctor, so I should know this, but like there's what you call there's two kinds of people. There's secretors and non-secretors. So like I think the secretors, I can't remember, this is the part I can't remember if I'm getting it right, but the secretors, if you have like spit or like semen or even like, you know, sweat, skin, like about everything transfers, everything has a DNA signature, right? But then the non-secretors, you had to have their actual blood, you know what I mean? So it's like, but see, then we quickly got advanced to like, now you just have some little bit of skin cells, some scratching of the fingernails. Now they're gonna find your ass. So a bloody glove, they pull that shit out the evidence room, like, bah.
Come on,
you know what I mean? Got him.
In a struggle with the
mob. Now it don't matter if you're secretor or not secretor is what I'm saying. Like now the technology is so advanced, you know what I'm saying? Science.
And the cold thing is a lot of motherfuckers that they knocked off, they said them was hitman. 100%. So like, was they hitman in their organization? Right. Was they hitman in their organization or other organizations? Was they knocking off they hitman to control, you know, their organization and what they got going on? 100%, man. That shit crazier than a motherfucking dog.
Well, John God, what is bro? He does the podcast now. He's hella funny. He's a
oh, Francese. You got Michael Francese. No, you got
he was solid. Apparently, he's the only one to have like not a stain on him. Like he apparently has never ratted. And he's able to leave the family, like, you know, without being in jail, via jail or prison or whatever, or death. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm talking about the bull.
Oh, Sammy.
There you go. Sammy the bull.
The bald-headed dude, the older dude. He hella old.
And as soon as he heard, so they played him. He was solid. He was on mafia, baby. Right? They're like, yeah, tell me. He's like, nope. And then they said, okay, let me play something for you. And they played, and see John Gotti, he was like deaf in one ear. So when he really talked to people, he was yelling at them. You know what I mean? And so when they had all the bugs, yo, it's clear recordings of him saying, we got to take out Sammy. You know what I mean?
Because he knew Sammy ratted?
No, because Sammy had got hemmed up and then but he kept solid. But then now, you know what I'm saying? Because Sammy's the one that got all the bodies. So they're like, look, Sammy, you're going to go down. You know what I'm saying? And then he plays like he's trying to stay solid. They play him a recording of Gotti saying, we got to get rid of Sammy. And this was the capo, you know what I mean? The right-hand man. But he also, you know, got his hands dirty a lot. So he got the fucking singing, bro, because he was like, all right, they're going to kill me. And he went against everything that the mob stood for. And like that could be. I'm bringing him up is because that could be why they were like, we gotta get rid of all the fucking ones that we didn't hired for all these hits.
The hits on my mama.
Yeah, because the moment they got, it's like in the Joker. Remember in the Batman? You seen that one?
No.
Yeah, they robbing the bank, and he's like, "I'm not supposed to kill you. I'm supposed to kill the bus driver." You know what I mean? Because they all killed. There was like a team of like however many, but every person had a job to kill the next guy. Then the next guy kills him, so then they don't have to divvy the money up. And then the last guy ends up killing the guy, and it's all his. You know what I mean? And it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
That's door action, man.
Yeah. Fucking in Heat, they had to kill Waingro. 100%.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my mama. They had to off
that
his
is mad Heat-esque. I never thought of that. The Dark Knight little. I watch when you watch. If you ever watch The Dark Knight, it's literally the first 5 minutes of the movie is this bank heist shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they definitely borrowed a lot from Heat for sure.
Oh my mama. Heat is a classic. If y'all never seen Heat, please go do yourself a favor and watch Heat. Oh my mama. Bake said plata o plumo. Crooked said, was he a rat or did he be the change that he wanted to be? Can't talk about change and not make any changes except a difference. We got Clock Management in the building. Top of the morning, Clock.
What's up, Clock?
Clock said Crooked Commission needs Bogey and Crooked on. I need Crooked Commission needs Bogey and Crooked I on a intro. Excuse me. Excuse me. Val Kilmer. Yeah. Val Kilmer was called on that motherfucking movie. Oh,
hey, Crooked, I be gassing.
Ashley Judd told him. Everything.
Oh.
Yeah, you know when he pulled up in the Camaro after he got shot.
I was trying to remember who he played in that movie.
Oh, everything. That was Ashley Judd's husband. I don't know if they were married. I know they had a son. I don't know if they was married. On everything. Val kept fucking off his money that he kept after they score, he just kept fucking the money off 100%. Oh my mama. Brandon said Fenty oh yayo. What a peacock. Point Break, a great bank robbery movie from the 90s. Keanu Reeves and
come on, Johnny Utah, man.
Oh my mama, then was the Surfers, and they was jumping out of planes and all types of shit. I remember.
Life,
I ain't watched it in a long time, but I definitely remember Point Break.
They were all the presidents.
Oh my mama, fact. And Gary Busey. Yeah, Gary Busey has always been one of them villain type characters. Oh my mama.
Hey, Gary Busey's an angry motherfucker. I love him.
Come on now.
He's upset right now. Like no matter where he's at in the world, he's angry.
Facts. You got anything going out on this mafia shit? This movie that this 5-minute movie we just watched?
What is that? Look, kid, crime we don't pay. That's what they say. Not crime doesn't pay. It's crime we don't pay. Yeah.
Man,
that's from a Richard Pryor. I think it was from the Sunset, Live from Sunset. Classic.
Yeah, I ain't seen that. Oh my mouth.
Word?
Yeah.
You can watch it. It ages very well. It was his first stand-up when he came back from getting all burnt up and shit. So he actually tells that story.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I might have seen clips of that shit.
Yeah, you know
like when I want to go on the fucking Eddie Murphy Delirious or Raw clips, when I start,
it's always gonna pull up
YouTube,
for
you'll
sure.
start getting other comedian clips too. 100%. I think I might have seen that something of it. 100%. Because also like when I go down the rabbit hole of roast, you'll start getting roast in your feed that come up from the 70s and 80s as well. And Richard Pryor have been on roast and shit.
Yep. Yeah, and that is kind of crazy, huh? Because Comedy Central, they started making it like a thing. But like I wouldn't realize like a roast been gonna be the thing.
Oh yeah, that shit, man. What's the Don Wrinkles? Don whatever bruh name is, the OG comedian.
Oh yeah, from Andy and the Andy Dick show.
I forgot what he played on, but he OG.
He's the deputy. Or some of the little skinny guy with
No, it's a little pudgy, short little dude.
Don
OG
Rickles.
motherfucker, but yeah, Don Rickles on my mama. Johnny said it. That motherfucker, he used to be on the old school roast, like in the 80s and shit.
Okay, he was getting on him.
Oh man, the motherfucking roast, man, that shit, man. Like just type in the old school roast or something.
Oh yeah, because they used to still do the roast at the Comedy Store back in the day.
Is that right?
Yeah, because the Comedy Store, like rest in peace to Pops from the Wayans.
Mm-hmm.
He was the doorman.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was the doorman.
Witherspoon, John Witherspoon.
Yeah, Mitzi Shore, Polly Shore's moms ran that
okay.
shit. You know what's crazy? Her husband was like connected to the mob apparently. Like with the they were the what was it? They had some Jewish boys running with the organized crime down there. You know what I mean?
Is that right?
Yeah, the Jewish had organized crime presence in LA for a show. You know what I mean? That's Bugsy went out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bugsy was out there, set up shop. He also set up shop he was the one they sent out to Vegas. You know what I mean? I don't think they were the first hotel in Vegas, but you know what I mean? They put up that flamingo. Was it the Flamingo? Might have been the Flamingo, or it might have been called something else. The Mirage or something. No, not the Mirage. The Mirage new. I forget what it was called, but they made a movie about it, and so it's got to be true.
Hey, Clock said my buddy did security for Gary Busey and the kid from Terminator Wild Times.
Hey, Gary Busey's the type that'll get in a goddamn bar fight.
Peacock said my homie named his son, is it Bodie because of that movie? Bodie?
Where's that from?
Edward Furlong. I was watching James Brown and Eddie Murphy together clips yesterday on everything. James Brown, the hardest working man in show business on everything. The way he be moving, boy, James Brown used to get it.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you know, he was hella smart. I'm probably like gonna butcher it, but like I heard he like they weren't playing his shit on the radio. So like he bought a radio station.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then played his own shit. And then they were like, yo, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because of fucking
the payola.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, but it was something along the lines of that. But I was like, yeah, that's dope.
Crazy. Shout
You know
out
what I mean?
to James Brown, man.
Because that's one of those Eureka ideas, right? Oh, they don't want to play my music? Then I'm going to get a radio station and play my music.
Everything.
Hit the music. Hi.
Come on now. Hi. Hey, you know what's one of my favorite songs? Hey, one of my favorite James Brown songs is The Big Payback. Oh,
Yeah,
my mama, that's that shit. Oh, my mama. Man, them motherfucking horns go crazy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, everything. That's
The
my
Big
dad
Payback.
shit. Oh, everything. Oh, my mama.
It's a man's world.
Facts. Oh, everything.
That's my shit.
Come on now.
My girl, like, turn that shit off, liar.
Wasn't that the famous Cosby Show shit when they was all coming down the stairs and they was singing to the mom and the dad?
That
all
was
the
one
kids.
of
What song was that?
Yeah, because they used to. Remember the Cosby used to switch up their intro pretty frequently, huh?
Well,
it would always
so
be the same
it's-
thing where they're doing the dancing and they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a famous scene where they singing to Felicia and Bill, and I want to say it's a man's world, and then you got little Rudy. She come in and she that shit crazier than a mother. It's a viral Cosby scene. Oh my mama,
It's so sad. Yeah, I probably haven't ever revisited the Cosby Show ever since we found out about the old Dr. Huxtable.
Clock said, "You guys remember the roast of Michael Jackson?" I'm finna go type that shit in after the show.
Oh, they probably killed him.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson probably put hits on hella foods after that.
During the Pepsi commercial.
No one makes fun of Bobo.
That's where his hair caught on fire is the Pepsi commercial. Oh, everything.
Hell yeah. They must have thought I got burned up like Pepsi did Michael.
Hey, Peacock said he said Bogey was talking about Don Knotts from Andy Griffin.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my mama, he used to keep the bullets in his top pocket.
He was like,
oh, my mama. Andy Griffin.
Hey, but yes, Don Rickles and Don Knotts, they definitely were also animated guests on the Scooby-Doo show back in the 70s.
I think I do remember that. I know. I think I do remember Don Rickles for sure being on school.
Because they had little wrinkles in his eyes with the.
Was he a villain?
Huh?
Was he a villain on Scooby?
No, they would always have these they would always have special guests like celebrities, and then they would help them solve the mystery. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama, facts.
Yeah, like they had Casey Kasem on there, which was cool because Casey Kasem also was the voice of Shaggy, so it was like, yeah, boom, double dip.
Man, that motherfucker. Do you remember his music show used to come on the weekends?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everything.
I remember. I don't remember watching it in real time, but I remember what was that channel? When they started expanding like the basic cable shit, it was like where they showed all the old stuff.
The Nick at Night?
Not Nick at Night, because that was on Nickelodeon at night. But
TV Land?
TV Land, yeah, 200 points.
My mama.
Right, and then they would show throwback Casey Kasem shit, I'm in at number 1.
Oh, my mama, I think I remember that shit in real time because you
set the standard for
I'm born. I'm born at the beginning of the decade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything. So I think bruh was still rocking. So as a kid, I think I remember seeing that shit on TV, bruh. 100%.
He had a joint too, right?
Huh?
Didn't he have a band too?
Now that I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie about that.
His shit was probably whack. That's why we don't know, bro.
Peacock said dude was funny on my mama. Don Knotts and Rickles, bro. Them motherfuckers are some cold motherfuckers.
You don't somebody fill me in this. Without Don Rickles, we don't have Gilbert Godfrey.
Godfrey is a motherfucker too, bro.
Hey, you ever seen some of his, or on Spotify? Listen, I'm egotistical, so I'll be I'll voice command and be like, play Bogard Godfrey, right? And then sometimes they won't, the voice command will do Lee shit, you know what I mean? And then it'll be playing Gilbert Godfrey on Spotify. I'm like, what? And then so one time I just listen to it, right? I'm like, oh yeah, stand up shit from back in the day. And his shit is raunchy as fuck.
Yeah, that motherfucker, his voice.
I took her out on a date.
Yeah, his voice is
on
my mama.
He said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to fuck. What the fuck are you asking? It's oh shit, he's fucking tight.
Cold world.
I'm like, Gilbert Godfrey is a fool.
Oh, my mama. In my 78 Cadillac, which on my mom's side of the family, my great auntie, my mom's auntie, she sold the 78 Cadillac to my dad, right? So it's been in the family ever since it came off the lot, right? So when my dad
the one with the fins on the back.
Nah, it's more. It was a coupe, so it's a little bit shorter than the
boat
early 70s, or than the early 70s. 100% from 77 to about 80 something. They kept the same thing, but it just looked a little bit different. But when my dad bought the motherfucker, right, he paid $500 in order for the original 8-track to get fixed, right? So when I bought the motherfucker, which I'm in my early 20s, maybe 19, 20, I bought a motherfucker from Pops, right? Man, I said, man, fuck that 8-track, man. I'm not slapping no motherfucking 8-tracks. So my dumb ass take the 8-track out and put a CD player in there, right? So look, my dumb ass, my dad get on me, but it's my car. I do what I want. So when I get the 77 Nova, I'm the second owner of that bitch, right? But it don't got no 8-track. It just got the original radio on it. Hey, nice. Now that I lived and learned, I slapped my motherfucking deck up under the motherfucking dash, the whole dash. That way I kept the whole original joint on my mama.
Yeah.
For Pop shit, and when he rebuilt the 8-track, he had Richard Pryor 8-tracks. 100%, bro.
Yeah, the Richard Pryor albums.
On my mama.
Yeah, he cut a few. I mean, bro, that's how they used to get their bread too back in the days.
100%.
On little albums and shit.
On everything.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, Johnny said, if you want to learn about the Jewish mob like you was talking about, bro, search the Purple Mafia, Detroit bootlegging Jewish Mafia back in the day.
Oh shit! So
Yeah, that-
bootlegging. He's talking about that prohibition era, bro.
Hey, I'm writing that down, and then I'm writing down what Clock said about the Michael Jackson roast. MJ
Yeah,
roast.
what was that? Yeah, the purple what now?
The Purple Mafia.
The Purple Mafia. Okay, yeah, okay. That might be the name of the new project.
Come on. Hey, if y'all want to I'm a big fan of the Boardwalk Empire. It's a I want to say it's a Showtime or a HBO series, but it's back in the bootlegging period too, man. A damn good show, bro. Damn good series. Oh my
I fuck with it. And it would make sense too in Detroit because they'll be able to get like some of that Canadian whiskey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one, the series I'm talking about, this in New Jersey. Oh my mom, Boardwalk Empire. Yep.
That one. Yeah.
Yep.
I never finished it, but that shit was really good. Yeah. Hey, the brothers in there was hella hard. Remember that?
Fucking dude from The Wire. What's his name? May he rest in peace. He in that motherfucker.
And you know who was really good? That Weasley motherfucker. He the Adam Sandler's homie. He's hella good in there too.
Yeah, that's a damn good show, bro.
Yeah, because I like watching shit with good acting too. And that was the era.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like I thought Breaking Bad was really good. I thought Boardwalk Empire was really good.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was the shit. I didn't finish Breaking Bad or finish all.
Obviously, The Wire.
Facts.
Yeah, that little era. And but it was a lot of those shows. It fucked up other shows for me. Like
Dexter. Dexter is a cold series.
Here's the thing. I stayed with Dexter, right? And then I felt like I was pot committed. And then like, I fell off for hella years. And then all of a sudden it's like season 9. And I'm like, oh, so I'm like, doing the cheat code where I'm just watching like the each, in the beginning of every episode, it'll tell you like what's kind of going on. You know what I mean? So then I'll just fast forward, boom, go to the next one. Watch it, then I'll watch the finale. Because I was just wanted to catch up real quick. So I'm like, do they ever get them? And I'm like, how do you do this over and over again? Do you ever? Then Tom Hanks' son can do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, with Dexter, right? So I got all the way to the when I first started watching it back in the day when it first came out, right? I got all the way to the last season and just stopped 100%. So maybe about a year ago, I tried to start it again, started from the beginning. That way I wouldn't spoil, you know what I mean? Especially to get refreshed up on it because I haven't never completed it. But when I tried to get into it, I died out. But when it comes to the motherfucking Wire, I probably watch that shit probably every 2-3 years, bro. 100% from the beginning all the way to the end, bro. No lie.
Yeah, Dexter, like it fell short for me. So I was like, you know what I mean? Because I was I'm a nitpicking son bitch, and I'm like, he's just gonna always just dump it in the ocean, just every time. You know what I mean?
On the boat, on everything. Hey, Dexter was a cold motherfucker, though. You know what I mean? He made sure he put the whole plastic everywhere. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he does the forensic. Here's the thing. I guess he was the forensics guy, so he could be in there actually working on these crimes. Like, whoa, what's going on here? And just finding things he missed and be like, oh, there's nothing here. This killer's really good. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's just, it's not realistic. So like, yeah. But see, like Breaking Bad, that was realistic to me because you only did 5 seasons. And of course, and maybe because, allegedly, like, it's not alleged. Filipinos were definitely synonymous with the manufacturing of alleged thiefy things. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
So it like definitely hit home. You know what I mean? Watching that series, but I loved the acting in there. It was good. You know what I mean? Like I watched Jesse and he really was tweaking to me. I'm like, whoa, this guy is really on one. You know what I mean? Like that he's either really doing some phenomenal method acting or he was actually on one. Like that's how convinced I was. You know what I mean?
Oh, they look, so they in the chat on fire about let's get caught up in this motherfucker, man. Peacock said Minnesota Den said who wants some pudding. Then Peacock said, my kids always want to watch Scooby-Doo. I love that shit because I try to figure out the mystery all blitzed out of my skull. Minnesota Ben said what year? So I'm right there, you know, where your year is. I'm right next to you, 100% on my mama. Them is facts. He said 79. I'm the year right after you, big bro. Clock said was joking about Michael Jackson catching fire, hair catching fire. John Leguizamo is in Boardwalk, 100%.
Yeah.
Bake said Boardwalk Empire is an HBO show, and Peaky Blinders is great as well. I haven't seen that yet.
I ain't seen that one.
That's Ghost Monkey said that's the one with Steve Buscemi.
I literally pay for Max just to have access to anything like Batman's animated. Like,
right.
But my girls and all and my kids, they watch shit on Max all day. I'm like, I have it just so I can have Batman things.
Bake says Steve Buscemi is amazing as Nucky. Yeah, Nucky was a cold dude. You know what I mean? His little bride that he had got the little, I forgot exactly how she started off to be his bride, but she was like married to somebody else at the beginning, right? And he came, I forgot exactly. See, I might have to go watch that shit again.
What did you think of Ozark?
Nucky was a cold motherfucker for sure, bro.
What did you think of Ozark? Did you ever power through Ozark?
I think I started that. That's where they're in, like at a beach resort or some shit like that.
No, it's I think it's in Missouri. It's like them lakes down there.
Yeah, it's like at a resort.
Ozark, duh. It's in the Ozarks,
at a beach town
in Missouri. But like, it's like Breaking Bad. But like, I do like the acting in there. It's super cartel mob shit, like money laundering at a super high level and politics. And I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, you definitely gotta like kill everyone, or like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, just make sure everyone dies so it's real to me.
Come on now.
Yeah. But they don't die.
Said Dexter's origin series is crazy. It's a younger Dexter. I wait, you know what? I think I have seen the commercial for that.
He was killing animals first.
I think I have seen that, bro. I haven't watched it, but I think I've seen the previews for that shit. Everything.
Yeah, just if you see a kid killing animals, watch out for that kid.
Crooked said Omar from The Wire is Shake White in Boardwalk Empire. Good looking, big bro. I drew a right there.
200
points. Steve Buscemi is there. It is. Couldn't think of it on my mama. Y'all ever watch Santa Clarita Diet? It's a zombie comedy.
Nah, that sound dope though. I love zombie things.
Come on now. Peacock says practicing for the spelling bee. I like. I
hope no one gives me Santa Clarita, whatever the fuck it is, because I be like pass.
Johnny said, I like the Ozark. I thought that was a good story and acting.
Yeah,
I might have to go check that shit out.
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I think you'll like it, JD. It's pretty dope. It's like they definitely wanted to be put in the space with like Breaking Bad and The Wire and Snowfall, and you know what I mean, like, you know, like they want to be up there with, you know, and it's up there. I like it. It's pretty dope. It's badass actually. A lot of killing.
I'm writing down
the only way you get things done.
Yeah, I wrote that shit down on my mama. Peacock said never seen Breaking Bad. Yeah, I didn't finish Breaking Bad on everything. I got to the last season of that and didn't finish it. And Saul. I started Saul too on everything. Saul was a damn good. Saul was slow though. It took a long time for Saul to really pick up, bro. 100%. It just showed how he started really from nothing, which I understand it. But it just took like a whole season for him to really just to get moving in shape.
Miguel.
My mama, the cartel dude is the one that got him started kicking him up.
Yeah, because he got him. He linked him with first he met Mike Trout, right? Is it Troutman or was it Trout? You know, hey, look, you know, the old guy.
Oh, yeah.
For keys.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, he meets him. I love him. That's like my favorite character. Outside of Saul, because Saul's a badass character too.
Yeah, Saul was a hell of a dude for sure, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, my
Gus
mama.
was super badass too.
Oh yeah, Gus was come on now,
'Cause he
Gustavo.
went to war with the cartel and he made his own way. You know what I mean?
Come on now, hey man,
Is
look,
that how
Gus
you want to be
man was,
remembered?
what was the name of his what was the name of his chicken shop?
Oh, Pollo.
Something like that. Oh my mama.
Yeah, or
Right.
Crazy Pollo.
Crazy Pollo. That's exactly what it was.
And then
everything.
that was you know what's funny? Inside joke. Allegedly, that was one of the lines. You know that anytime it was the line, that's what you saved them at.
Come on now.
He would look at the phone and be like, "Boy, you know when you look at the name he said it is Pollo."
Come on now.
Oh, he's calling the plug.
Oh, everything.
You know what was really dope? It's that scene where like he goes in there and then he's instructed. Remember, he's like, you only got one chance with this guy and don't fuck it up, blah, blah, blah. So he shows up, he's sitting there in the Pollo chicken, and then and then Jesse shows up and Jesse's all fucking tweaked out, you know what I mean? And then he's just like, oh fuck it. He's all annoyed and he's like, I'm out of here, man. And he leaves. And then he comes back, Walt comes back the next day and he demands to talk to the manager, right? Because but what was dope about Gus is like, he's like, hey, can I help you, sir? You know what I mean? And then when he's like, listen, I know, you know, woo. And then when he leans in, like the whole demeanor changes, you know what I mean? Your friend was in here yesterday and he was on one. You know what I mean? Like starts fucking like, you know what I mean? Or like, whoa. It's almost like he's just there in this light and then this other guy comes out of the shadow. You know what I mean? Like I love that little, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, Gus is a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Gus was cold, bro. Gus was 10 steps ahead of everything.
Right?
100%, bro.
Not necessarily, but you know what I mean? He did, you know, because Walt's an evil genius, bro.
Oh no, he definitely was very calculated, 100%, bro.
It was a battle of wits for sure.
But see, the cool thing was that
one guy had all the resources in the world too. When it's
exactly, he's the one that built him that lab down there up under the factory, 100%. But Gus already knew, like, bruh, if I get this blue formula, which he didn't get the formula, bruh, just stay cooking for him, 100%. He controlled everything, bro.
Remember, it was like they had that little meter, the little that tests the purity and everything, and then boom, 99.999, right? And then once Jesse got into that, remember you get to like 94.
Oh my mama.
He got to the 99, yeah, bitch. And then it was like, Walt was like, uh-oh.
I done created a monster.
No, because then now they don't need Walt now. They're like, we can control Jesse. You know what I mean? Somebody from the gate, who was it? Tuco. Remember Tuco? He already had that idea. It's like, man, put you in the jungle, man. Have you cooking beaucoup. He was like already like, listen, you're gonna be a prisoner cooking. That was kind of ironic too. That kind of was the story of Jesse the whole way through, huh? Just kind of always being the
fuck up.
He was, but see, that's the thing though. He was always the one that was like the insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was too much of a liability.
Yeah, but he can cook. And then so they were like, but as long as, and then the other cook, remember they once he was out of the picture, then now they needed Walt, because then you know what I'm saying, they knew they couldn't break them up. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
They tried everything.
Yeah, that was a hell of a series, bro. They missed facts. Make me
I know. I don't think I
didn't finish it on everything. I did not finish that series.
Oh, word. They even had a little movie. It was sad. Like it was called El Dorado. It was like. It was about the little time. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but like, because then you have to watch the last season.
Yeah,
the last season's short too. It's like 8 episodes or something like.
Oh wow! See, I had to go watch. I got to start it over though. Oh my mama!
It starts off with a banger.
That's right.
The first episode of the last season.
Yeah, is that where they're in the parking garage? It starts off in the parking garage. Yeah, I think. So I want to say I watched like the first 3 episodes of the last season, 100%. If not the first 2 for sure. Everything.
Yeah, I like and it had a guy. I think Vince Gilligan was the writer, or was he the main writer? He had something to do with that show, but he was also one of the guys that was rocking with X-Files. He was part of, or he might have been the main guy too over there. Either way, I fuck with it. Just because of that.
Minnesota Den said Blacklist on Netflix is a good show.
My Uncle Jamal has told me this on several occasions. I was like, okay. I think it was on one of the major network channels for a while. I think it might have been on like CBS or NBC. It was on one of them for a while. But yeah, my uncle swears by it. He's like, bro, it's one of the best series out there. It's very underrated. I'm like, okay. And you know, I always make a list of these things. My list is so long of shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch these one day. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm locked into football like all year long.
Now, right?
I'll watch it when the season's over.
Them is facts. Ghost Monkey said they find those bodies like over like 300 of them. Also, You on Netflix is good.
My girl just finished that up.
Is that Spader show? Johnny said. Cricket said, JD, where's Wallace at? Wallace was ratting. Oh my mama. That's Michael B. Jordan. Oh my mama.
Oh, that was him in there? I guess it was
Michael B. Jordan in The Wire.
Yep, The Wire.
Facts. I don't know why I got the fucking yeah. Oh, my bad.
That motherfucker contagious. I almost just yawned right now. I was like, try to resist.
Fuck, man. Just watch badass anime now. Currently watching The Last of Us season 2. He puts the bodies on some other serial killer. The writing is good. Okay, so that's the Dexter shit. Oh my mama, the Dexter Jr.
Oh, word. Okay.
On everything.
Yeah, because he obviously has to get to a point where.
So did Dexter end up having the baby with that bride? Did they have a kid together? Because he was in a relationship with the one bride that had
the sister that had the kid.
Huh?
I think it was the sister that had a kid, right?
Oh, the police officer, the detective. What was her name on there? His sister.
I couldn't stand her.
Yeah, she was a cold piece.
She would make me angry as fuck. I'd be like, damn it, you can
stop him now. She needed somebody. She needed a significant other in her life for sure.
She was twisted up herself in her head. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama. Johnny said Peaky Blinders is definitely worth watching.
Okay.
Reservoir Dogs is still my shit.
Yes.
Yep, he was killing animals. Yeah. Oh, the son was killing animals in Dexter Jr. just like that, because that's how Dexter started off, was killing the fucking animals.
Well, because that's how his dad. It's like signature. It's like textbook serial killer like upbringing. Like they usually start off. Like you're 9 times out of 10 the serial killers when they're kids, they usually start off killing little bugs and little fucking animals, and then bigger animals, and then then they graduate one day.
Right. And his dad and his stepdad was showing him, since he couldn't trying to help him control the urge, and then he was like, look, man, we're gonna get you in the police department, that way you can cover up your tracks. So everything. Facts. Bake said Peaky Blinders is set in the Prohibition era in Ireland. It's a great show for people that love old school mob settings in history. 100%.
Hey, this is dope, because I love it when they when he said the Purple Mafia, I was okay, I gotta go down that rabbit hole, and then now even
right, I got that down. I definitely got that written
because
down.
that when you think of Italian or mafia, or just mafia, you think of Italians, and then you think of organized crime, but you forget they. You know what I'm saying? That, listen, all the other immigrants had their own joints too. You feel me? Like,
come on now.
Filipinos, bro, when we came over here, all my cousins, they were Bahala gang, bro. That was just, and then motherfuckers that came from the Philippines and shit, and we had chapters everywhere. That's just how it was. You know what I mean? Because I guess that would make sense, right? You come to a new place, you're like, all right, we're going to take over this shit.
Come on, man, we gotta stick together.
Do whatever we gotta do, but we gotta stick together.
Them is facts. Oh my mama. Peacock said any Tarantino or Robert Rodriguez film is the shit except for Spy Kids. El Polo Loco. Johnny said trade alert. Just sent my 404 and the 512 for the 311. Which was Dylan Sampson, got Judkins in the first, so I got them both. Come on now.
Nice, lock it down. And good value. That's worth trading up for to lock down that situation. And I actually have a thought. I think a lot of ways, Dylan Sampson might be the one more useful. And granted, I'm living in a world that Jerome Ford is already out the way. You know what I mean? And because they're probably going to be a lot more negative game scripts than anything, and he'll be the more useful one versus the Nick Chubb 2.0 initially until they become a good offer. And I think Wacko will have them okay initially, but we're probably going to see a youngster.
Come on now.
Quick and fast.
Minnesota Den said it's El Camino.
Yeah, that's the name of the movie from the so they did a after Breaking Bad. It was wrapped up. They came out with a movie, and it's all surrounded around Jesse and what was happening with Jesse at you'll get what I'm saying, but you got to watch the season 5 fully.
It happened. So it's his shit, but before he
so you know how so you got to watch season 5 because at this point now Walt is at this now he's connected with the broad, that got the methylamine. Remember so like now he's connected with her and they're doing this shit worldwide. So he has like money beyond money, but he's hella dying again. It's back. So like, yeah. And then I won't say much that's because it's not spoiling anything because going into season 5, they kind of hinted that he had this cancer back. You know what I mean? Because he'd be standing and it'd just be like, and you're like, oh no, it's back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, so like, but then he doesn't know where Jesse is, and then that movie is where Jesse is during that whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my mama. Minnesota Den said, y'all need to watch Quentin Tarantino's 4 Rooms.
Oh, okay. I actually watched it. I think it's on YouTube still. I remember watching this in like 2000, like something on my one of the first smartphones I had. But it was like, so it's like 4 little mini movies. It's a lot of dialogue driven stuff, but I heard some of the premises on some of those stories were from some of his oldest stuff, like when he first picked up a camera and was like, okay, me and my buddies were gonna start making films. You know what I mean?
Know everything. He said Tarantino wrote one of the rooms.
Yeah, exactly. It was like him and all his buddies. But yeah, they're all there's 4 of them. There's 4 writers on there. I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. It was at least that's what I remember.
And Ghost said Dexter New Blood is the newest series that has Dexter's son in it. It's a must-watch player.
Oh, it's his son now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think him and that bride that had the 2 kids, you know what I mean? Because at first he was just there just for like comfort and shit, and I think they end up smashing. Oh my mama, I ain't seen Dexter in years, bro.
I mean, when he was born, right? He came out. That kid came out. He had a knife. You know what I mean? They're like, oh shit, it is Dexter's kid.
It's Chucky. It's the real life Chucky.
The motherfuckers didn't even need the DNA test. The motherfucker came out with a shank on him.
It's him. Oh my mama.
He's got his own umbilical cord. Like, yeah, that baby's a bad motherfucker.
Come on now. Let the people know where they can find you at and what we got cooking up, big bro.
Man, we're back at them tomorrow with another episode of Wake Your Game Up. And what is yeah. We're coming back. Playmakers coming back next Wednesday evening. I know me and JD we gonna be in attendance. We're definitely gonna send it out to all the Playmaker panelists. So for anyone that's available, and we're gonna be doing a help me out here, JD.
The schedule. The first Playmakers will be the schedule release.
Yes. So it'll just be our first initial reaction and thoughts on the schedule release happening next Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. And OJ and the Blood for Breakfast, we're back at you for the Saturday edition.
100%, man. Oh my mama, man. The cook up is real. Everything for our main man Slim, man. Y'all know what time it is. Boogie Vision 45 on Instagram. From a fan's perspective on YouTube, 100%. You know, we are the digital newspaper, fellas. Us three, 100%, man. On my mama, wake your game up tomorrow, 8:30 West Coast time, 11:30 East Coast time. Y'all know, shout out to everybody that's in between them two coasts. You know what I mean? But yeah, though, y'all make sure y'all be safe out there. Good looking for pulling up, spending some time out your day to rock with the digital newspaper, fellas. You know what I mean? And shit, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, man. We gone.
Peace.
On now, 100%. Switch it over.
Oh yeah, neonpeacockmerch.com. The last of the 20% off sale ends today. So if you have a few hours, go ahead and tap in. Yeah.
Come on now, facts.
Everything 20. Is that what it is? The promo code?
Let's see. It should say it at the bottom. Let's see. Nah, I don't got the code on there. Damn it.
I think it is everything 20. I think it
okay, for sure.
For 20% off everything. Yeah, everybody go run it up. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Everybody have a good day. We appreciate y'all.
Come on now. In a minute.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.